This is Carmen Fialin, reporting live from inside Flamekeep. Preston, your pine is not dead, and he's back, and he's going crazy, and he activated the defenses of the city. Everything has gone mad. There are some kids who are fighting him. This is madness. I need to find some place to hide.
Preston launches into the sky, gargoyle claws wrapped around his arms as they lift him up from the floor. The three of you now looking up at him and his swarm of animated statues. The paladins around you are thrown into chaos and disarray, now fighting the very defenses of their own city. All of you have already rolled initiative, so it is entirely up to you on what to do next. Mira, you're first up.
Okay. I want to take out my crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm going to aim at the, rod thing in his hand and try to knock it out of his hand and also, catch it if I hit it.
Okay. I'm going to treat this rod in his hand as having half cover due to him flying away from you. So that's a +2 to his AC. But if you hit, I'll give you a chance to disarm. No matter what, you'll still do damage to Preston.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll accuracy.
Ooh. If I can keep it on my...
Does her missing streak continue? The bolt goes flying directly through the swarm of gargoyle statues and does not hit a thing. You still have a bonus action here.
Bonus action? Can I try to cast Grey Gaze on, one of the stone things, even though it probably won't work?
No matter what, that'll at least do some damage, potentially. So, yes, you can. I'll just do it on an arbitrary random one.
Could she do it on Preston? Because I feel like that'd be more effective.
You can't do it on Preston.
Oh, is he close enough?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'll do it on Preston.
He just took off.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that, yeah.
Fantastic, that makes more sense. So I'm going to keep the same roll. So that is an 8 + 1 for a 9, so that is a failure. He takes 2 damage, and he has a -D4 to any dex check he makes now, or saving throw. All right, that is Mira's turn, as she is now surrounded by this onslaught of paladins who are now rushing into the city to protect the townsfolk from the rampaging statues. And speaking of statues, Clancy, you're up.
All right, it's Clancy time. All right, can I...
His famous catchphrase.
Clancy, pick me up!
Clancy, pick me up!
All right. Could I cast Overworldly Leap?
Absolutely.
On myself. And then could I put Shale on my back? Right, we're following.
Fully sling him over, yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, full on my shoulders, not even
yeah, piggyback ride, gotcha.
Yeah.
Like he's a little kid.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna jump up, and can I just full on latch on? Can I
You can certainly try. This is going to be your athletics versus his acrobatics, which he now has a -D4 to, thanks to Mira. So that is going to be... yeah, he got a 5 total.
Ooh.
Did you beat a 5?
Does a 22 beat that?
A 20 does beat a 5, fun fact, and a 22 is even better.
What about a 22?
Wrap your arms entirely around him, you feel this glowing heat from that rod that he's holding in his hands, but that is not enough to keep you away here as you fully wrap around him, being lifted up alongside the gargoyles, with a very angry Shale clung to your head with his legs. And that is your entire turn. Very well done, Clancy.
I'm just gonna give you one chance we can talk this out. What do you think?
I don't think there's any time for that. As you are all lifted up into the sky.
Shale, that was right in my ear.
It is Preston's turn here. He is going to do a combination of things. First, he's going to use his bonus action to command the swarm of gargoyles. So anyone who's within 5 feet, that being, of course, Shale and Clancy, I need each of you to make me a dexterity saving throw, and for both of you, that's going to be at disadvantage.
All right. Oh, man, this is awesome. Oh, man, that's even more awesome. I got a 3.
3 is a failure. Okay. As the golden searing claws of many of the gargoyles that protect the city of Flamekeep now cut into your flesh as if you are demons that they are meant to slay, you are each going to take 9 points of radiant damage.
Oh,
Ouch, my very real and not stony flesh.
I'm really down out of this guy.
You're down?
You're
I had
down.
4 hit points. I had 4 hit points.
Wait, can
Yeah.
I like angle him so now he's like leaning against, like sitting on me and like leaning against Preston?
Yes, absolutely.
there.
You are just limply lying in between the two of them as your eyes are like blinking half shut and half open.
He's just taking a power nap. When he wakes up, he is going to beat the crap out of you.
Jayla Duran, the Speaker of the Flame herself, is going to use a legendary action to cast a healing word onto Shale here. So Shale, go ahead and heal for... So that is +7 for a total of 15 hit points.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 42 for some reason.
No.
What?
I was not going to say 42 for a healing word, but I appreciate the
What did I
gusto.
say? And he's back up, back in the game, awake from his power nap. Get ready for the beating of your life, Preston.
What is happening?
Power naps are powerful. It's in the name.
He is then going to use an action to try and shake you off of him, Clancy, so I need you to make me another athletics check here. Once again, contested by his acrobatics, which he no longer has a -2. Miro's thing was worn off.
I don't love that.
You have to beat a 15.
So I did roll a 12.
A 12?
That's
Okay.
unfortunate.
He fully shakes you free at pressing that rod into your stomach as it burns away a hole in your grandfather's jacket and burns into your stony skin.
You jerk! As I'm... Wait, do I fall?
You do
Or
begin
do I-
to fall. You're only going to fall like 30 feet, but we'll get to that here in a moment.
Like, just falling? How could you do that?
Before you even hit the ground, though, that is the end of Preston's turn. Shale, it's all you on initiative count 8.
Am I still on him or am I falling with?
You're
Clancy?
falling with Clancy.
Okay, but he was like pressing the staff into Clancy.
Yes.
And the staff is hot.
The staff is
hot,
like
correct?
radiating heat.
Radiating heat. Okay. And the bracers are no more. They've turned into the rod.
Turned into the rod. There's no bracers.
Could I have tried to grab him while he was pressing? Like, you know how I was slumped over
Mm-hmm.
onto him? Could you say that I like could maybe grab onto him before he
Do a
shoved
bear
Clancy
hug?
off?
You
like, I
can
could roll
attempt
for
to
it?
do so. Yeah, go ahead and roll me athletics. Man, he's having to roll all kinds of acrobatics today. Nat 1.
11. Let's go. I'm rolling terribly.
You got 2
You
ones.
fully cling onto this man as he is just trying to wiggle free from these fucking teenagers who are trying to grapple him to the ground. That is your bonus action. You still have an action here, though.
So I can assume that all of this power of the gargoyles and stuff like that is coming from this rod.
You're not sure about the power, but the control is absolutely coming from the rod. Like, that's how he's commanding them.
And he's like completely fine. Like he's touching this burning radiant rod and he's just chilling. Like his hands
No
don't hurt or
problems
anything.
whatsoever.
But if I were to touch it like Clancy's jacket, it'd be burns.
You can assume so.
I am going to just can't really do anything when you're unconscious. I'm just gonna try to choke him out, like put him in a headlock and just
You're not unconscious anymore. You were healed.
choke him out.
Oh, I get what you're
He's
saying.
unconscious.
Yeah, you can't do anything if he's unconscious. Understood. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have him roll a con save against your strength stat.
18.
Okay, that is not great odds. He got a 17. As
Let's
he
go!
like fully like let go of me. As he's like trying to wiggle himself free yet again. As you are still just flying off into the distance with the gargoyle swarm. Down on the ground in the streets of Flamekeep, the paladins are now cutting into the statues of fallen soldiers. They're tearing apart these gargoyles that once stood proud on the roofs. It is absolute chaos. But you notice The gargoyles don't seem to be attacking civilians, but they are certainly, like, messing with them. Like, they'll just pick people up and move them around the city, which will cause paladins to have to, like, run after them and chase them to protect the people, but they're not actually trying to hurt anybody. Essentially, it's like they're keeping all of the paladins distracted. It is very clear Preston is not trying to, like, hurt anybody too terribly, other than the people chasing him. He's just trying to escape. Like, that is his entire
He's really
goal.
a nice guy at heart.
He's really just the sweetest. He's just doing a light bit of terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
It is now Mira's turn. It's worth noting Clancy is next, and on the start of Clancy's turn, he is going to fall and hit the ground.
Okay.
I've been falling for so long.
Okay, can I see Clancy falling, right?
Absolutely. Right in front.
Okay, I'll just like go to where Clancy is going to fall.
Okay.
But then also try to shoot again at the rod.
Sure. Go ahead and roll accuracy, still with the +2. Actually, you know what? I'll remove that half cover because he's like showing the rod as he's trying to use it to like pry off Shale's arms.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's not helpful. Sorry, I'm at an angle. I got a 2.
You have not hit with that crossbow even once.
Oh,
It
put
goes
down.
Perfectly shoot it to where like I'm intercepting the arrow and you shoot me.
No!
It definitely, like, if you had real hair, Clancy, it would like trim off a couple strands, but as it actually happens, it just like cuts off a few bits of stone and they like crumple the dust in the air.
I'm just a terrible fucking shot.
And then I need you to roll me a strength saving throw to not be crushed underneath Clancy Caruso.
Oh, okay. Great.
That's
Okay.
You basically just walked under an anvil.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a 17.
Okay, 17's good enough. You buckle with the weight, absolutely. Each of you are just going to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Wait, okay, Kai, I have a question though.
Sure.
If I were to touch the rod, would it be like fire damage? Is that the damage that it
It
would
would
give?
not be fire damage, it would be
Damn
radiant
it.
damage.
Okay.
But Clancy, you are not knocked prone and you don't take any other further bludgeoning damage other than just the 1. Speaking of which, though, Clancy, you're up.
How far away is Preston now?
Preston and Shale are now about like 30 feet at like a pretty much direct angle away from you.
Do you think that I could make that jump?
I think you could make that jump with an athletics check.
All right, could I, like, as soon as like I'm in Mira's arms, could I like do like a little roll and then somehow she's in my arms now, and then I jump in,
Like double over each
yeah,
other.
it's like a double over, and then like somehow we completely swap positions.
Absolutely, because that's awesome. Yeah, go ahead and roll me athletics check. We'll say at advantage.
All right. Oh, that's good because that was a 1.
You just need to beat a 13.
All right, perfect. That is a 16.
Perfect. You jump straight up into the air. You're soaring towards Preston. What's the goal here?
I'm latching on again. Can I latch onto his? Okay,
like a barrel of monkeys.
All right, I put Mira on my back. I jump up. Okay, wait, no. Mira's on my back, right?
Right.
I jump up, and then I latch onto his to his legs.
His
and then
ankles just dangling.
Whip around, like so that Mira goes down to my legs and like swings
Like a-
up
like
to
a
go
Fully
to
like
his front.
pendulum around him, so
Yep.
all 3 of you are covering him at all angles. Am I understanding that
Yep.
correctly?
Okay.
We might even
Yeah,
weigh him down.
okay.
I don't know.
We're
Sure.
trapeze artists. We're trapeze artists.
I'm going to now have the gargoyles see if they can even support the sheer nonsense that's happening in the air here. So they're all going to make a combined strength save. They have a +5 to this roll.
Clancy is really heavy.
And that is a 7.
Thanks.
As you all wrap around Preston as he is frantically trying to use the rod to somehow get rid of you. And all of you, gargoyles included, go flying and tumbling across the city of Flamekeep, now at a striking downward angle. And now, I need every single one of you to roll me a dexterity saving throw as you're about to hit the ground hard.
Oh, yikes.
Can I say something that might make it easier for me to
Oh.
pass this check?
If it's birds pick me up, then absolutely the fuck not.
No. So like, what is the we're going down, right? We're going
Yes.
very fast down.
Yes.
That is how gravity works.
Yes.
Correct. But like, we're going past houses, I assume?
Yes, you are going past like city streets and things like that.
Can I
The
try
golden
to
dappled
before
roofs, all that stuff.
before we crash into the ground,
Mhm.
try to anchor my sword into like a side of a building and just go like and like slow my fall? You know what I mean?
Yes, actually, I'll totally allow that. Instead of
Okay,
making me a dex save, could you make me an attack roll, please?
Of course.
You need
of
to
course.
beat the stone walls AC. And because you guys are linked like a barrel of monkeys, if you guys want to go with Shale, no check required.
Oh yeah.
I love
yes.
I love that
Okay.
idea.
That's gonna be a 17.
It would have been really funny if you missed after you both said that.
I
But that
know.
is a success. You
Okay.
slam the blade into the side of the wall, none of you take any damage, and you're fully like linked on top of one another here in like a chain of 3 as all of you go sliding, very gently, mind you, despite the property damage, right into a back alley in Flamekeep. Princeton is not so lucky. You see a bright gold streak go right above you and crash into a nearby alleyway with a loud "Ah!"
We gotta go get him.
Yeah. Can we? How large is my sword? Can I wiggle it out?
It's
or am I
pretty
just like,
large. You can pull it out pretty easily, though. However, that is the
Okay.
end of Clancy's turn. It is Preston's turn. You can't see him. You do not know what he's doing, but rest assured, he just did something.
Probably.
Shale, it is all you.
I want to unlodge my sword. I imagine that takes something, so I'll roll
Nope, you
for
just
that.
pull it out nice and easily.
Perfect. Unlodged. And then we saw where he crashed.
You saw the area, yeah?
Make a mad dash with Strixbane.
Okay. Are you going to use your dash action, or are you just gonna see how far you can get with a base movement?
If you think I'll need it, if I think I'll need it to do a dash, I will. But if you think I can just get there with a 45 movement speed,
You think you might need a dash here, I'll be honest. He's pretty far away from
Okay.
you since you kind of
I'll-
planted yourself.
I will dash.
Okay.
I will do that.
You are bound. Essentially, the reason why you have to dash here is you're zigzagging through the alleyway. You don't have a clear shot on him, so you're having to buckle through an S shape essentially.
Okay.
But as soon as you do, you see Preston running into what looks like some kind of big, theater type room, like an amphitheater. You just see him
what a-
running through the doors.
What a nerd.
What a
What a
nerd.
nerd! What a dork!
What a theater kid.
Ew,
Ugh.
theater, ew. So do I have enough movement to get inside, or I just see him and that's like
You
all I
just
can do?
see him and you can't reach him. If it was a straight shot, you could definitely have reached him, but because you had to zigzag so much, you had no shot.
Okay, and I'll probably just yell, "Guys, over here in the amphitheater!"
Okay, perfect. Out in the streets, you continue to hear the paladins clashing against stone and steel as they are fighting against their very own defenders. Though right now, they don't seem to be able to see you, much like how you cannot see them. Mira, it is back to you.
Okay, I'll do the same thing that Shale just did. Just
Okay,
dash over
winding
there.
through the alleyways, you're a little ways behind Shale, so that takes your action. You still have a bonus action if you want to do anything with that.
No, I'm good.
In that case, Clancy.
What can I say? It's Clancy time. Are there?
Are we
there any-
making that into a catch? I was joking earlier. Is that his catchphrase now?
Clancy time.
I mean, what can I say? You know.
Or is that just
Other than
Kellen's
it's Clancy
catchphrase?
time. I think it's when you say it when it's Clancy time. You know.
It's
Yeah,
Clancy,
okay.
Clancy.
It's for
Oh,
everybody.
it's
Yeah.
Clancy time.
You guys get. I mean, you guys even say.
It's
if you
like
want.
it's lunchtime, but it's just it's Clancy time. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Are there any back entrances to this amphitheater? Like any entrance that's not the one you went in?
Well, the roof appears to be an open into the sky type thing, not an actual roof on it.
I'm jumping into this amphitheater.
Okay.
Hey, that's Clancy time. That's Clancy
That's
time.
Clancy
That would
time.
entirely mean that you're skipping the zigzagging, so that does give you a straight shot. That means you can reach this with a dash as long as you're jumping across rooftops to do it.
Okay, I'll do that. And then, to like mitigate fall damage, like I assume there's like a curtain or something in this amphitheater, right?
Yes, there is.
Could I like latch onto the curtain and like slide down it?
Yes. All right. We are going to step out of initiative for a moment. Shale and Mira. Outside the amphitheater, you see a blast of golden light emerge from the top, right as you see the silhouette of Clancy dive down into it. Immediately, swarms of gargoyles begin to descend from the walls around you, filling the street ahead of you that now blocks your way through the amphitheater, a veritable sea of stone that you would have to forge your way through.
This is easy.
And now we're going to focus on the inside of the amphitheater. Clancy, as you slide down the curtain, landing center stage, you see Preston running in, sprinting down the main aisle of the theater, where he sees you waiting for him. His eyes widen in fear. He's disheveled now. Even his glamour weave suit somehow looks mangled and messed up. It's slipping from his shoulders. His hair is a mess. He has some kind of burn mark on his face, and you don't even know how he got that. Clancy, I am not glad to see you, but I'm glad that it's you out of all the three of you.
Show's over, Preston. What's the plan? What's you gonna do?
I am going to do nothing. He whisks his hand as like the rod splits apart again, wrapping around his arms into bracers. I would like to talk to you, Clancy. It's very clear that I am a very guarded individual. I lied to everyone. I lied to you, and I'm not really sorry. I think it would be even more of a lie if I pretended to be a good person deep down. So I'm going to throw away any idea of a mask. I am a terrible person. But the nice thing about it being a terrible person is that you can do a good thing to get away with something worse. I mentioned before, my greatest strength is research. He's slowly walking towards you with his hands held up as he's talking. And in my research, I found something very interesting. Your name, Clancy, Caruso. I traced that back to a deserter from the Thrain army, is that correct?
Very common last name.
You'd be surprised. I also managed to connect his story with that of a military deserter from Onder. Two people who were seen in a singular battle together, fleeing the scene together, presumed both to be dead in a fight with one another. I take it based on your good manners and charm, which you clearly radiate. Those were your stand-ins for parents?
Where are you going with this?
I've heard of their current living situation and their problems with a certain Mr. Smythe. I currently have arranged in my name a letter to be delivered to their home. A letter in my name connected to my account in the Kundarak banks with a check for 10,000 gold coins. But that letter will not be sent unless I reach the docks and sail out of here tonight. Out of all of my research into you and your friends, the so-called party crashers, you are the most good-hearted, and I envy that because I have never been able to be a good person no matter how hard I try. Every good action I've ever done has been wrought with wicked misdeeds and constant ambition, but now you have the chance to do something just a little bit wrong and turn it into something better for your family, Clancy. Don't you deserve the chance to get away with a little bit of wrongdoing, just like your friends?
Preston, it's really not too late. You know, my pop says that there is good in everybody. I I know apparently you think that there's no good that you can do. But I know that there is. Please. Just turn yourself in.
I'm going to have you roll me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
I don't think I need to roll the second roll, considering I got a nat 1.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask you a question here, Callan. Does Clancy believe the words he's saying? Does he believe that Preston has a shred of good? Answer honest.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like every time that I've done good, it was an act to get something else to further my own goals.
Well, you're not on stage right now, Preston. There's no acting. It can come from the heart.
He looks up at you as you are literally standing upon this glorious lit stage, illuminated by the light from his own bracers. Maybe you're right. Maybe I can change who I am, act to be a better person.
I'll reach out my hand to him. Come on. We'll go together.
He reaches
Tired
out
of running?
he reaches out his left hand to take yours. And he uses it to hoist himself up onto the stage. And as you're kind of basking in like the excitement of doing what your father always told you that you could, convincing a terrible world to be a little bit better and a little bit brighter, you let your guard down for just one moment. And that's all he needs. As you see a flash of golden light, as the rod coalesces into his hands and slams directly through your eye, blasting the inside of Clancy's head with radiant light like you have never seen before. You are immediately knocked onto your knees with the force of this impact. Ever since learning about you, I've been so jealous. I've had to reinvent myself countless times, and you can do it with nothing but a thought, and you waste it on this nonsense. You waste it on acting like some bumbling fool when you could be the most influential person in the entire world, the greatest actor the world has seen.
I don't care about any of that. I'm not acting.
And that is your mistake. And now you won't ever again. You feel the light burning into your body. It's searing you with a pain. This must be pain. You haven't felt it before. But when everyone else describes that sensation of hurting, this is it. Your form changes against your will. Your appearance of flesh fades away to stone, to warforged shape once more. The illusion broken. I can't believe that you truly think that a person known for lying wouldn't be lying to you. How naive are you?
I still believe, okay? Even now, I think there's good in you. I don't care if you don't think it'll ever happen. And I won't stop thinking that.
He leans down close to you as you are struggling to move under the pain of the light in your skull. Any glimmer of goodness you've seen is just as much of a lie as your humanity.
If you truly think that, then you're the fool.
At that moment, the doors to the amphitheater burst open with body parts and wings and claws of stone gargoyles launching into the room. A very angry Shale, Strixbane held aloft. Mira behind him, still not having hit a single shot with her crossbow.
I did all the work out there.
All the work. As Preston turns around in a mix of anger and surprise. We are going to launch back into initiative now with a swarm of gargoyles now flanking the two of you, Shale and Mira. Clancy now kneeling in front of Preston, a beam of light impaled into his head. Mira, you're first up. What would you like to do? It's worth noting, he's no longer holding the rod. The rod is fully impaled into Clancy's head.
Okay, I want to try and pull it out of Clancy's head.
You'd have to dash to reach him. He's about 60 feet away from you, or 50 feet away.
I'll dash to Clancy.
You run right up to... You run literally straight past Preston as he just looks at you in complete indignation as you entirely just ignore him. What would you like to do as soon as you reach Clancy?
Can I just like straight up just pull it?
You're definitely going to take some damage from doing so.
I'll just ignore it.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll me a wisdom saving throw to try and pull the rod from his head.
Okay.
Mira, will this hurt?
Probably.
I'm right here. Even in my moment, you still give it to that.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I got a 12.
A 12 does not succeed. You are blasted with radiant light here. That is going to be 7 radiant damage to the both of you.
Oh.
Sorry.
That may have hurt a little bit more than I intended.
Whoops.
As you are both hit by a beam of light emerging from this in all directions like light reflected from a prism. Are both of you still up?
The last thing I say before I go down. Don't kill him. And then I pass out.
I'm gonna kill him!
That is the end of Mira's turn. And it would be Clancy's next.
It's not Clancy time, what can I say?
It was. It's half past Clancy's time.
You know?
It's half past Clancy's
It's half past Clancy time. You know?
Oh, what time is it, dude? It's half past Clancy, you know.
It's half past Clancy.
All right. In that case, next up is Preston Irpine himself. As you see him just reach into his coat pocket and take out a wad of paper. A wad of paper that you've seen before. His collection of notes and most obscure details that he's found about the three of you. And he holds it in both hands above his head. Come any closer with that sword, Varanen, and I'll rip these pieces apart.
Alrighty.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check. Because that was horrifying.
What feral dog just like possessed
He's like frothing at the mouth, his eyes are bloodshot. Like...
12.
Let me at him! Let me at him!
Preston looks unnerved by you, but doesn't like do anything in response to it necessarily.
Yeah.
The gargoyles swarm in from the back of the amphitheater, now swirling and filling the entire circular room like a fog of war descending upon you. Shale, I'm going to need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw against the battering of their claws and horns once again.
16.
16 is a success. You take no damage, in fact, as you entirely dodge and roll along the ground to avoid them entirely.
I'm so unbelievably locked in. I am coming for blood.
Battle focus. Shale, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I take Strixbane. I slam it in the ground. Like, plant it in the ground. And then I full on, the opposite of Mira, want to full on tackle Preston, because I don't got my sword.
Okay. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you roll an initiative check, not for proving your place in initiative, but just for who can act faster, and that is going to be contested by Preston. If his is higher, the papers are torn. If yours are higher, you tackle him before he even gets the chance.
I have not been rolling good, but, you know, the dice won't lie.
What are we gonna do when he tears
What
this
did you
piece
get,
of paper
Shale?
into 2 pieces of paper?
That's fun.
Well, they're all like
Yeah,
folded
that-
over each other. By one tear, he'd be splitting into like dozens of pieces.
Yeah, not one, so it's whatever. Unless someone wants to give me inspiration, then that's cool. But otherwise, I don't even care about the papers. I just want to kill him.
Does anyone have a point of inspiration to burn to help Shale out?
Wait, can I give him inspiration?
I'll allow it. This is more of a meta
Oh.
thing than it is like an in-game
Like I did,
thing.
I have like a little like cough, like as I'm passed out, and you think it's like me going like, "Go Shale, go Shale."
Which is really impressive because Warforged don't cough. Shale, go ahead and re-roll that.
It's just a glitch, but I hear in my head just the voices. He's talking to me.
Clancy believes
Great, now
in me.
2 party members hear voices. That's awesome.
Oh, man.
That's a 21.
You barely even like hit the ground. You just fully like leap forward, arms outstretched, diving towards him. He gets like maybe a centimeter torn into the paper before he is knocked over Mira and Clancy, rolling into the back curtain as you are fully positioned on top of him, holding him to the ground with one arm. He is knocked prone and is restrained underneath you.
Is that an action or a bonus action?
I'll say that's an action for sure.
Cool. Just one question.
Yeah,
Do I see any birds?
you do not see any birds at this time.
Dang it. Okay. Okay. As a bonus action, I am going to just look at him very intently because that's all I can do.
Sure. Mira, it is back to you.
Okay. How far away is Preston?
Like 5 feet. He's right there.
Okay. I'm just like gonna get up and like
You will not miss with your crossbow this time.
You would
No.
have advantage.
I'm not gonna shoot this time actually. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna stand just like directly over him and look just like towering above him. I think the best course of action here is to give us the paper and to leave. And I cast suggestion.
Interesting. He is going to have advantage on the save as you are actively hostile to him. And he is likewise to you. That is going to be a wisdom save at advantage from him.
I don't even think he needed the suggestion. I think that's like what he wants to do.
That is what he wants to do. So, like, he succeeds, so he's not compelled to do
Damn,
anything.
okay.
But he's, like, taking you at... Because, like, he succeeds. He knows you tried to cast a spell. But he's like, that is exactly what I want to do. If you would just release your attack dog on me, and I'll leave. You won't hear from me ever again. You'll be the heroes who fended off Preston Pine.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that you give that to us.
What do I have to gain from ruining your reputation even more? You tore apart everything I built up. Everything that I had lied and schemed for. Get off of me!
How many people actually hate you for doing that? How many loyal followers do you have that would love the fact that you've just betrayed this entire city?
What does this matter?
It matters because you could stay here, we could lock you up, you could leave willingly, turn yourself in. And even though you're locked up, you get more people to love you.
This is absolutely...
Which is exactly what you want.
You're
and
mad.
We both win. No. You are.
Alternative, we dump your body in the harbor.
We could
I
do
feel
that
like
too.
you are on two very different pages right now.
You said you gotta go to the docks, didn't you?
We could do that too. Our only person in our party that wouldn't want to kill you is currently unconscious.
And you forget that I still control an entire swarm of gargoyles and stone statue warriors who are powered by the light of Eberron itself, who will tear you limb from limb.
Are the cuffs still hot?
There are no cuffs.
The rod.
Oh,
The rod is embedded in Clancy's
he has the-
unconscious skull.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Good job, healer.
Guys, do I have something in my eye?
And you control them with the rod that you're no longer holding.
Fuck you. And I'm gonna lock you out of trying to persuade him to do anything else. Is that your turn, Mira?
Okay, Shale. Did I shoot him?
You've already used an action, you cannot shoot him.
Okay. I could still ask if I can shoot him next time.
Fair.
If I don't get to him first.
Clancy, I want to stress to you, you are able to hear everything that just transpired. But you hear something
I'm
else.
very disappointed in you two.
Clancy, you need to get up.
5 more minutes, Mima. 5 more minutes.
I am definitely not that. Out of everything that I am not that. Clancy.
What?
You have an incredibly powerful weapon lodged into your head. If it continues to stay there, I won't be able to keep you alive as I am doing right now.
That's a problem.
Yes, Clancy, it is a problem. Get up.
Okay, how do I get up?
Like this. As there is suddenly a jolt from within Clancy, and he shoots up with 1 HP. It succeeded the save. Clancy's up. Clancy, it is your turn. Shale has an unmistakably murderous look in your eyes, a level of rage you haven't even seen in him when he was fighting his own father. You heard everything that was just said. What would you like to do?
Okay, executive decision. We're not letting him go. We're not killing him. We are going to turn him in.
Can the three of you not agree on one singular thing?
Can we at least knock him out?
We'll turn him in by any means necessary.
I agree. Severe brain trauma.
All right, and
Not
I'm
even a
going
little bit on
to-
the same page.
I'm going to. Will it like hurt me to rip out this weapon? Like
You can assume that it will absolutely hurt you to rip it out unless you are successful in tearing it out. Like it is, think of it like an arrow, where if you carefully twist out an arrow, it shouldn't hurt at all. If you yank out an arrow, it will tear your like wound open. It's going to
could
be a wisdom
I-
save to remove it if you want to try.
Could I use like prestidigitation to like cool off the area around it? And
I
then
have
you
a
go.
way to- I have a way. I have a way to get that out of you so fast and so good.
But I could do it now.
I want to be clear. Does Shale communicate that to Clancy?
I was gonna rip it out next time either way, but
Not what I asked, but
yeah, I don't know. No, he does not communicate that.
Okay.
No.
then act as,
Alright.
as
Continue.
you would here. Clancy.
Continue.
Walking towards him, I'm going to prestidigitate. Could I make like the area around it like cooler to like make it easier to rip out?
Sure, I'll let that give a +1 to your wisdom save here.
Okay.
Although that would then take your action to cast the spell, and then bonus action to remove the rod. Are you fine with that? It's pretty hefty.
Chat, how important do we think this +1 is?
Pretty important, actually. It's pretty nice.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
It was not, in fact, Clancy time.
So
What'd
we
you
told
get,
you it's half
Clancy?
fast. It's half fast, Clancy.
Half past Clancy.
I did get an 8.
Oh.
No inspirations, no.
I think you burned
know
the last
nothing.
one in the whole party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Ouch.
so I have my extremely aura-filled moment where I get up and I go, "All right, execute a decision," and then I I take it and then I yank it out and then proceed to trip over my own foot and fall into it. It lodges even deeper into my eye.
gosh. All right. As everyone, including Preston, fully stops what they are doing just to watch this, because how can you not be distracted by this display? The gargoyles are going to swarm. Mira and Shale, I need both of you to roll me a strength save, otherwise be lifted off the ground.
It's crazy that paladins are not proficient in strength saves.
Right?
Oh.
So, Ty, do I take 1 or more hit points of damage?
You do. You would have taken 6.
Ah, shoot.
Will be lifted.
Aw,
I can't
shoot,
believe that
dang.
I'm down again.
Mira, what'd you get?
A 5.
Mira is promptly grabbed on all 4 limbs and hoisted into the air by an entourage of gargoyles. Shale?
We'll just make sure I have.
Yeah.
Some.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I make a last-ditch effort to show all the gargoyles coming near me the mystery box?
They aren't such- You know what? Fuck it. Sure, yeah. I'll have them roll a wisdom save. Which they have a really high modifier too, just so you know.
That's okay.
Yeah, that is a 22.
Okay. Just just last-ditch effort.
Yeah.
You could at least,
As
like,
you
trap
open
one
up
of
the
them in
box, you yourself look into it, forget what you were doing, and are promptly lifted off the ground by only 2 gargoyles, but they are really big and each have 4 arms, so you're fully like spread eagle in the air, lifted off of Preston.
Ah, so stupid.
As the 2 of you are hoisted up, he picks himself up off the ground, dusts off like the suit that is now in absolute tatters as he like waves his hand over it and it fully repairs itself. His tie even tightens for him. Finally, stupid, belligerent fool is off of me. Now where were we, Clancy? I think I was contemplating ripping off that mask from your stone chassis. And he is going to attempt to dig his hands around the rod and is going to try and crowbar Clancy's face off of his body.
What? You can't do
Yo.
that.
Clancy, I
do-
need you to roll me a charisma saving throw. So you have a really high boost here.
Oh, please, I really need this to be good.
You really do. It needs to be Clancy time.
Anti-time, I believe. I
Nat
rolled
20?
another 3.
Oh. You can't make that face.
That's a 10. Nobody can help me here. Nothing. Nothing anyone can do.
He's. Oh.
The two of you watch in horror as Preston leverages his entire body weight against this golden rod, pressing Clancy's human-like face away from the stony underbody, his full Warforged appearance revealed underneath, now with a massive glowing gash cutting through his face. This level of trickery is wasted on someone like you anyways. He lifts up the now stone mask that once was Clancy Caruso's face and sprints backstage, once again trying to run away. Shale, you were angry before. You're angrier now.
Huh.
Your sword is embedded in the ground around 30 feet beneath you.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
So, what when you're playing Horazic, right? People are tugging on you always. So I'm not used to. I'm used to being like, feeling like I can't move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Shale's used to being
But
pinned
I-
up, yes.
Yep. Shells used to be pinned up. Is basically what I say. Can I try to use my momentum, kind of to wiggle and then slam them into each other?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me an unarmed strike if you'd be so kind.
Okay. Is that just a flat
Strength
roll?
plus proficiency.
Strength plus proficiency.
So pretty much just like an attack roll.
That's going to be dirty 20.
Okay, you slam the two gargoyles into one another, their skulls colliding in front of you, and the three of you begin to fall. Do you want to do anything in that immediate moment as you fall?
Just try to use their bodies to land on.
Perfect.
Really?
You're going to take
I know
one
they're
point of
stone.
bludgeoning damage as you
Uh-huh.
press them underneath you, landing right next to your sword. You still have all of your movement speed.
I land next to my sword.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick up my sword. Did he leave the rod and just take the face?
That's what it appears to be, yes.
Okay. And if I touch it, you're gonna make me do a wisdom saving throw.
Absolutely.
Is that a one-time wisdom saving throw, or will I have to keep making it each time my turn comes around to hold it?
You don't know.
Okay, I'm going to finally get this thing out of my friend's face.
Okay.
I'm going to yank it out. I'm going to use Guarded Mind to succeed on the wisdom saving throw.
Perfect, yeah. You fully burn that resource and just yank it out, no problem. It doesn't even singe your hands.
I say, sorry, pal. And then I just continue. I'm going to chase after him.
Okay. With your enhanced speed and the wind following behind you, you are able to fully see him fleeing out into the street. He has a straight shot out to the docks right now. He needs to run just 60 feet and he reaches the docks. You can assume he has a boat waiting there, and then he would need to go even further to reach that.
Mm-hmm.
You've used all of your movement. You've used your action, or you've used a bonus action, and you used an action, so your entire turn is up.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
However, you do see something.
What do I see?
You see 10 magpies.
Preston! You know what a magpie stands for?
What?
Ill omen. I used to think they were for me, but I just realized they're for everyone else. And I point the magpies and I say, get him.
Yeah, no check required. They fully go for him here. They are each going to make an attack on him, and they are going to do a little bit of magpie damage. Fucking incredible. Alrighty. Back around to the top of initiative count 19. Mira, you are suspended in the air by 4 gargoyles.
And I have like each of my
Each of your limbs. You are held in like a T-pose.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not great.
Okay.
Wait,
No.
is his control over the gargoyles concentration?
You don't know.
Okay, well, if it was, he has disadvantage because of concentration breaker.
Yes.
Whatever. Cool. Whatever. Continue. Sorry.
Like,
Okay.
whatever, not even like I care.
With my last spell slot,
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast Hideous Laughter on the one of them holding my hand, like my arm.
I would also like to stress to you that means you can't use another spell slot to heal.
I know. But
Okay.
I can't get out any other way.
I'll give you one last warning. They've been shown to be good at wisdom saves. Are you certain? Yes or no?
You can
Two options.
You,
Hey,
Those.
hey,
I
I
don't-
believe, I believe in you.
Option
You can
A.
find out some other way.
Hey, yeah. Oh,
Okay. I'll try
Okay.
to.
What are you gonna do?
Okay. Can I like channel Shale really, really hard and just try to do exactly what he did?
Yes. Okay. This is going to be an unarmed strike, which means this is just a D20 plus strength. That's it.
Just like in your mind, you know,
Okay.
Razik, bad dad.
Yeah. Angry.
Brock.
Birds.
Magpies for some reason.
Lots of birds. Just so many birds.
Ancestors.
Okay.
Ancestors.
Ancestors.
what are your ancestors saying to you right now, Mira?
Shale says from outside the
They're probably
amphitheater.
saying like,
What
That's
are
me
you
in your head.
talking about?
Okay.
That's me in your head. That's me in your head. That's what you're thinking to get in the mood. What are your ancestors thinking? In my
so now
voice,
that's
though.
3 out of 3 party members that have voices in their heads.
Great. We're all batty.
I
What'd
got
you
a
get?
15.
15 is exactly what you needed. You
Oh.
slam the two top gargoyles into the ones on your feet. You fall onto the ground just like Shale. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and you now have a bonus action. Do you want to use that to cast Healing Word?
Yes, I'll do that.
Go ahead and roll healing for Clancy.
Is it Clancy
Okay.
time? Is it Clancy time?
Just in time for his turn.
I'm
It's
ready
time for
Clancy
Clancy to watch Shale commit murder. That's what it's time for.
Okay. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. My bad. My bad, chat.
Okay, so Kai, I don't have a face.
You have only your like Warforged plating. Like you have like the basic Warforged appearance going on.
Oh, I thought I looked like the the Bonnie in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 with the
No.
face gone.
No, you just look very messed up, very like you are unmistakably a Warforged. The rest of your body you can like now refocus and disguise it again if you want to, just passively, but your face is unable to be disguised as far as you can tell, and you have this
Face or-
giant glowing gash.
Or head. Like, is
Face.
it just his face? Like,
Just
is
his
he
face.
he's a robot wearing a toupee?
Currently not, but he could be if he wanted to.
Okay. go,
Currently his entire head is stone and Warforged. How much healing was that, Carly?
On the D4, 3
Perfect.
on both of them.
So 6 plus 5, so you're going to heal for 11 hit points here, Clancy.
All right.
And then Clancy, it is your turn.
Right. Okay. And now I just realized
Yeah.
Warforged don't breathe, so that
That's
was
fine.
completely unnecessary.
Clancy forgot.
Clancy forgot that he doesn't need to breathe.
That seems
Um,
Clancy core.
All right. I could have told. I could tell where he went, right? Because I could hear everything.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. I'm gonna jump out of this amphitheater, I guess.
Okay. You leap straight into the air, climbing on top of the curtains and then hoisting yourself over the wall of the amphitheater. And you look down and see Shale barreling towards Preston, who is furiously batting at birds. It's an absolute mess, but you're overlooking it all. What would you like to do?
Okay, how far away is Preston from me?
He's pretty far. He's a solid 60 feet away.
Okay. Are there
But you have the height advantage.
Are there any maybe like free lamps, anything that's like dangling?
Yes, there are tons of
Oh.
Everbright lanterns that are built all across this street.
Could I use my grappling hook? Could I like jump from the top of the amphitheater and like just about to hit the ground, throw that out and do like a Spider-Man swing
Yes,
over?
absolutely.
I just want to fully just body him.
Perfect. You launch yourself forward, and for hopefully the final time, I'm going to need you to roll me an athletics check in order to tackle this man to the ground.
I need a better roll. Come on. That's better. That is a 19.
He got a nat one.
The one time I didn't need to roll well. Come on.
As you swing into him, grappling hook now winding back around your arm. As you launch into him, you bring him to the ground. You can hear Shale's footsteps behind you. The birds dissipate and fly back up onto the rooftops. You have him at your mercy. And you hear a voice.
My dearest sculpture, my dearest carver, rend this monster who would damage what is yours. Turn him into brilliance. Send him to me.
Oh.
What do you do, Clancy?
Okay. Okay, so Alright, so could I make him pass out by strangling him?
You can try.
Alright. Mr. Irpine, just tell me when you've had enough. And I'm gonna...
What are
I'm
you?
gonna- Yes.
And then, Clancy, I'm gonna need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
12.
Okay. You feel not a compulsion, but a very intense desire. Not to kill Preston, I want to stress that. But to do something very poetic, something artful even. The most poetic irony that you could do in this moment. As you see the threads of consciousness be wrested from his eyes, you have a desire to petrify him. You have a feeling that in doing so, like an artist getting a commission, you would get a payment for this work of art. So one last time, what do you do, Clancy?
Has he reached 0 hit points?
He has.
In that case, I'll use Eternity in Stone.
The stone that makes up Clancy's hands spreads like leaching oil into the ocean, crawling across the skin of Preston Pine, who even in his last glimpses of consciousness is trying to writhe away from you, trying to spit out one last retort, but his lips seal over like concrete being laid. His eyes frozen in this look of rage.
Make a pose, actor.
And just as the newspapers reported a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Preston Pine has been found petrified in the streets of Flamekeep. And combat ends. The gargoyles, the statues, they return to where they were. Broken ones look hollow now on the ground. But perhaps none more hollow than their actor and director, Preston Pine, frozen, clutching his own throat, with one finger looped through stone mat.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly take the mask and put it back on.
As you try and place what should be your own face back onto you, you set it on there just hoping that it'll like seal back in like other repairs you've had to do to yourself before, but it just slides right off and falls onto the ground.
Okay, maybe just another try.
Can I just say I've caught up to them by now?
At this point, all three of you would be together surrounding Preston's statuesque form.
I can't believe you petrified someone before I did.
I can't believe either, actually. But hey, he can't run now. We can turn him in.
If we can carry him, well, I guess you can.
Could one of you maybe help me get this on? I don't know why it's not. Usually just, comes natural. No?
Yeah, I'll help. I don't really know what I'm doing.
I don't know either. Just maybe are there any grooves that aren't fitting? I don't know.
Mira, do you want to take a look at this thing?
Yeah.
The problem is readily apparent. The inside of the mask is so scorched and blasted with radiant holy energy that any connective tissue, so to speak, like any of the grooves and slots that Clancy would have been talking about, have been entirely melted into nothingness. It is smooth and polished, almost with a glassy finish. This thing is not going back on.
All right, maybe just like a big push. I'm kind of freaking out because people are gonna see me, and people can't see me like this.
Clancy,
Yeah.
it's not going back on.
Okay. Then, do you guys have any, anything to tie something? Maybe we can tie it to my face for now.
I don't think it'll give off the same vibe. I think it'll be really, really creepy and more off-putting.
Yeah.
Man. What do I do?
Be you, dude. I don't know.
You'll be with us. I mean,
We're all kind of freaks in our own way. I mean, you two can turn people into stone, and what do I have? Just shale all over again.
Got Strixbane.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I got Strixbane. You're right. It's pretty cool. How did you? No, but like actually, how did you do that? Because those like
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I knew I could do that. I just didn't. I've never done it before.
this whole time you knew that you could just turn people to stone.
Well, they have to be passed out. I have to knock them out in order to
Yeah,
do that.
I've never done that before either.
This is actually insane. This is crazy. You can just. We need to. We need to. We
We
need
should
to,
probably take him.
That's true.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Yeah.
And I also heal 9 hit points off of that as well.
Nice.
So
He does get to heal from it.
I heal 1d10 plus my level.
Pretty great.
Hey.
In that case, we are going to sort of do a cut here. As for all of you, these next few moments are more or less a blur. Because it is a lot. You grab Preston's body, hoisting it between Shale and Clancy. Mira, you're there too. You carry him back through the city as they are all gathering themselves and placing the statues back in their proper places, helping those who are injured, trying to repair that which has been damaged. And the crowd parts for you as you walk through with the petrified
as a
body
hero.
of Preston. And you reach the center of town, the plinth of the Silver Flame. And you see Jayla, countless paladins, people who look like reporters, and even Carmen Fjarlin, the reporter who started all this mess for you.
I flip her off.
She frowns. She looks very hurt, but a very understanding
I
kind
as
of
soon
hurt.
as I see that, I'm going no, Shale, stop.
Shale, as you are flipping her off, though, you look just past her in the crowd, and you see, now with a couple new scratches and wounds, your own father standing in the crowd. He gives you what looks like the slightest nod, but you could have been imagining it, or it could have been intentional. And he ducks away into the crowd.
Nah, dude, I'm not looking for your appreciation. Get out of here.
You're carried to the front of the city. There's cheers and applause and congratulations. Jayla says something about all of you being incredible heroes in this day, something along those lines. But you are all exhausted. You haven't even slept since you fought against Jalir. Since you went into Preston's house and faced all of those traps. Since you chased Preston across the entire city. You've done so much that you can barely even focus on what's happening around you.
I'm at the most hit points I've been at all day. I'm fine.
Same.
You all kind of move through the city until you're given some very nice and comfortable beds in a very luxurious inn. And Clancy, for you, the moment you reach your room, you sort of just shut down. Physically, yes, but emotionally too. Because throughout all of that attention, it felt a little bit soured by the fact that people were seeing your true face for the first time. You saw the looks, the confusion, the surprise, even a little bit of apprehension. It's impossible to ignore. Mira, you make your way into your room, and normally you are incredibly guarded when you fall asleep. You scan your entire environment just for any potential danger, but you barely even have time to do that before you're fully asleep on this incredibly soft bed. And Shale, the adrenaline finally leaves your body. Finally. As you fall deep into a trance. in a bed that is soft, but not too soft. Clancy. In the midst of your rest, the docent speaks to you again. You did incredible, Clancy. That was spectacular.
Really?
Yes.
You think so?
You brought a criminal to justice and proved that that Warforged can be heroes. People haven't seen that, Clancy.
I didn't think of it like that.
You.
Miss Docent? Hello?
She speaks naught but truth, Clancy. My dear Carver, you have done magnificent.
Thank you. Sir, you kind of scare me. Can I maybe get a name? Maybe that'll calm my nerves a little bit.
Wish to reward you for your addition to my art.
Are there like spaces in that name, or is it all one word?
Draw out the hook you took from the beast down below.
I feel like you can't even. You're not even like, responding to me, but okay, sure. I'll take out the grappling hook.
You take it from your bag, and then suddenly you feel it being pulled into your arm. The stone parting ways and ripping itself open, almost moving like a liquid to wrap around the hook and embed it into your forearm.
Ah! Why doesn't this hurt?
You are a beautiful creation, Clancy. But you have so
Don't
much
flatter
more
me.
to create. I look forward to seeing your work in the future. You're proving to be quite the patron artist.
Okay, Mr. Patron. Thank you.
Clancy?
Hmm?
Clancy,
Yeah, hello.
I was asking you what's next.
Oh, what's next? Well, I think my best course of action, I need to find out some way to, if I can still get that money to my grandparents, that would relieve me of a lot of stress.
Not to be too heavy on the metaphor, but it seems likely that ship has sailed, I'm afraid. Though I could be wrong.
Okay. What else would you suggest to make accommodations for them, as you said before?
I would suggest taking advantage of your friendship with the Speaker of the Flame, using that to coordinate some money being sent to them, and maybe even a pardon for abandoning the military, as I overheard.
That would be great. They wouldn't have to be like in hiding anymore.
Exactly. Well, except from the Ondair military. You have a very strange family,
true.
Clancy.
That's a little rude, but okay.
Just an observation. But this would allow you to follow your main goal. You could go to the Mornland, deliver me to the Lord.
Okay. That sounds perfect. I'll
Great.
I'll talk to the person tomorrow.
Incredible. I cannot wait. You've done so well, Clancy. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
Now get some rest. You've more than earned it.
Okay,
Tomorrow
I
is the day
will.
for preparation.
All right. And then I go to sleep still standing up.
Yep, as you always do. As night fully takes hold, and the sun rises on the city of Flamekeep. The three of you wake up at your various times in the morning, and there's this unspoken quietude. For the first time in your entire journey, you don't have to get up and constantly look around in fear for who might have snuck up in the middle of the night. You don't have to worry that you've been found by the authorities. You are just able to go about your day. You all have a full day of downtime in the city of Flamekeep to do whatever you wish to do. The people here in the city regard you as local heroes, and as such would be more than willing to help you out in anything that you would desire. And you have nothing to fear from just fully showing your faces for the first time in so long. So, we're going to go one at a time here, because I imagine you guys are going to want to kind of divide and conquer this, unless I'm wrong on that.
Figure it out.
Okay. Well, then what are you guys looking to do in this morning?
I have a question.
Absolutely.
Before Preston was turned into stone,
Yes.
at the end of the fight, I was still holding the rod.
You were.
Do I still have the rod? Did something happen to the rod?
Did you give it up whenever you, like, presented his body or his, like, stony body to Jayla, or did you, like, tuck it away somewhere? I'll leave that entirely up to you.
I probably tucked it away.
Then you still have it.
Did it turn into bracers? Is it still
did turn
a
into
rod?
bracers. It is a dormant set of bracers, like in your jacket pocket, like underneath your armor.
Okay. Clancy.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like you deserve a trophy. You know what I mean? And what better than to get a trophy from your first bad guy? And then I give him the bracers of Preston. I'm sure they do something. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Fight fire with fire kind of thing. So just I don't know. I don't think controlling gargoyles is my thing. If that's still what they do, I got my birds going.
Oh
So-
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just
Thank you so much. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
no problem.
I'll let you know what they do.
And then I'm gonna head out.
So Kai, what is this thing? Should I type down the stuff? What it does first?
As far as you can tell, the bracers channel some magic of the city. Beyond that, you don't really know what they do, and you also don't know if they would work outside of the city's bounds.
Okay. I'll just put them in my thing as Preston's bracers.
Sure. Alrighty. Now that all that has been resolved here, you guys, like I said, have a bunch of downtime. What would you like to do with it?
I'm gonna go
Well-
shopping.
Shopping!
I just missed it.
Yeah, I
You guys
probably
can
want
go
better
together,
armor.
absolutely.
Shopping
Well, I mean, I had-
together.
I had my thing. Well, can I do shopping and my thing?
Absolutely. Do you want to do your thing
Let's all go
before
shopping.
shopping here, Clancy?
I don't care. Either
Up to
way.
you.
I actually just realized I don't really need to buy anything, but I just like to be there.
If
In that
anyone's
case, do you want to do
feeling
your thing first, Clancy?
wholesome enough,
Sure. I
Alright.
wanted to talk to Keeper of Flame, which is Jayla, right?
Yes. She is pretty much waiting for you. Like, you approach the central cathedral in Flamekeep, which is not far from the inn you're staying in, and you're very quickly escorted by some paladins with no words even being said into the main cathedral.
Are these the same paladins from?
They're the
Uh,
same paladins from before.
Nice to see you guys again. Been a while.
Yeah, nice to see you. Look a little different, but you did good there. You did good there, sport. And he gives you like a little punch in the shoulder and kind of like shakes his hand. He forgets you're stone, even though now you literally look like stone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Clancy Caruso, it is a pleasure to see you again.
The pleasure's all mine.
Jayla walks up to you, like very much trying to stand at her tallest height, and she goes like maybe a little above your waist. She's very short.
So, Mr. Ann, I have kind of a big favor to ask.
Well, we certainly owe you a big favor. The church does.
So right now my grandparents, their house is currently being taken away, kind of. Um, and I really need to either send them some money or find them some place to stay before they have nowhere to go. So I didn't know if you could help me with that. Also, part two, um, they also might need a pardon.
A pardon?
This is confidential, right?
She like looks at the paladins who are like on either side of you right now, and just makes a little motion of like, just like an I see you, you see me type thing.
Mhm.
Sure, let's call it confidential.
Well, so my grandpa was originally in the Thrain military, and my grandma was originally in the Ondair military.
Wow.
And so it's actually a really sweet story. They fell in love on the battlefield, and may have run away.
You need a pardon for desertion.
Yes.
Done. No questions asked.
Okay, thank you so much. They should be down as Alan Caruso. And I'm not sure if my Mima would need one, but if she does, she's probably in some book as Cynthia Wise.
Otherwise, Alan Caruso. Make a note of that, Paladin, and send word to the Queen of Ondair. Why not? Let's see if we can get a pardon for both of them. Where did you say that they live at? Where should I send
The
this
Grey
money
Wall.
to?
The Greywall Mountains.
On the side of Brayland or on the side of Jerome? Certainly not on the side of Jerome, I would hope.
Kind of on the border, more in Brayland.
Okay. Then I will send word to our nearest group of paladins out in Brayland, see if they can send some money, help out your grandparents with anything that they might have, including patching up any wounds, curing any diseases, anything like that.
Oh, that is the best thing anyone could ever say to me, honestly. Thank you so much, Mr. Rand. I could never repay you for this. Thank you.
Actually, you very much could repay us for this. You've already done more than enough, and I would even be willing to give you a bit of coin myself if you were able to help me locate something. It went missing during the battle.
Of course, anything.
Preston was given a very ceremonial gift a while ago whenever he made a district here in the city. A set of bracers called the Light of Irian. There are 3 copies of these bracers, but he owned one of them, and they were used in the fight to animate the gargoyles and statues around the city. If you could return those to us, if you or your friends know where they are, I'd be more than happy to give you 1,000 gold coins.
Oh, and I immediately, they're in her hands.
They are enormous in her hands, and she kind of has to, like, duck a little bit to catch them, but, Paladin, go fetch a chest of coins for Mr. Crusoe here.
Oh man, this is incredible.
Thank you, Clancy, for your help here, and I'm truly sorry that you sustained such a terrible wound while protecting our city and our people. But I thank you very much for your heroic sacrifice.
It's okay. I really don't know if I need to hide anymore.
Maybe not. Maybe it's finally your time to bask in the light.
Maybe it's Clancy time.
Maybe it is. Good
Or
luck,
to Till Clancy.
Thank you, and you too, Mr. N.
The paladin presents you with a chest of gold coins, stamped with the Thrainish mark of the Silver Flame. And you are on your way. Richer than you ever thought possible.
Mira, I can help with the shopping now.
Clancy is holding a chest that is the size of, like, his torso. This thing is enormous. And it is jingling with every step.
Oh my god, is that money?
Yeah, all of it.
All of the money.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
We're rich. We could literally do anything. We could buy anything.
Oh my goodness.
You
That's
give a
like a
kid-
lot of things.
You give a kid $10, and they can.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I love like the idea of Shale just looking with like the most nonchalant expression because to you
Yeah,
this
he's just
is
like-
not like pocket change certainly.
No,
but,
no, no.
like,
But it's just
not
like
that
it's like,
much.
No, it's
All right,
Like,
Oh, my
let's-
rent.
Your
we can
set
cover
of
my
armor,
rent.
in fact, just for a metric of this, Shale's armor costs 500 coins,
yeah.
but it's still a good amount of money.
Yes,
we
yes,
need to get
yes.
Shale because we need to split this 3 ways, of course.
Yeah, 3 ways. You're probably right.
Probably.
You suck sometimes, man. As the other two are trying to find you, Shale, what are you up to?
I really like the color red, right? And
Sure.
And I've
And
been
you're
wearing
not a
this
purple
red.
guy.
I'm not. Don't get me started.
Mhm.
You don't need another one of those.
And I'm wearing this red cloak and red like armor for my family for a little bit. You know what I mean? But I think that after the last altercation, and especially that like I'm almost not even affiliated with my father anymore, or I don't want to be, like I'm just so done with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that he wants to go look for like maybe a magical cloak or a magical like cloth that he can drape himself with instead of this red familial like
Sure.
wear.
All right. So as you guys are running through the city trying to find Shale, it's not very hard. You find him in a large, full street of shops that are the biggest collection of magical stores here in Flamekeep. It is essentially like a big, giant walkway that is lined with the biggest stores in the entire city. And you see him just on the sidewalk counting the few coins of platinum that he has on him, and he's like, "That's not gonna be enough." As you are running with a huge chest of
Shale.
coins.
Shale,
Shale, I've got a box that you won't forget what it's in. What's in it? I'm gonna open it. And just
I'll
present,
cover my
like-
eyes. I'm like, no, no, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
All right, so that should be 333 gold for me, 333 for you, 333 for you. Oh no. It's not an even amount. What do we do?
Well, I mean, I think Clancy, you should probably have it. I mean, you basically ended the fight. It's like your little bonus, don't you think?
It's fair.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Plus, you need it way more than I do. Like, I mean, yeah.
Jeez. And I like go and I
It's like one
with this
extra
one-
coin.
With this
It's
one
one
coin.
extra coin.
I do like a little heel click.
Alrighty. As you guys are on this big old shopping district, this place has pretty much any store you could possibly imagine, from pet stores to armor to boots to gloves. Each of them have their own separate storefront. Anything you could pretty much want to buy that would be available within the Five Nations, especially Thrain, so any like religious themed things or divine magical items, things like that will be in high supply. What do you guys want to shop for?
Magical cloak.
I would
Magical
like
cloak?
armor.
Armor? Clancy, you shopping for
Can I
anything?
go to a tailor
You can go to a
um,
tailor.
for my Pops' jacket?
Sure. We'll start with Clancy just because that's really simple. You go into a tailor. The person who's running it is this gnomish guy with a huge mustache that wiggles whenever you walk in the door. And he turns around. Why, it's you! Are you here to get that disgusting, disturbing hole repaired?
Yes, please, sir.
No charge for a hero of the city. I would not allow it. Please step into the booth.
Oh no, please, I insist. How
Not
much
a
would it be?
single coin must leave your hand, young man. Not one.
Are you sure?
Not one.
Thank you so much.
We don't use any magic here. Not like any other store on this block. I will repair your jacket by hand.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And he sets to work immediately, patching it with whatever material you desire. So, Clancy, do you want it to be patched to look good as new? Or do you want it to be patched with a slightly different material of your choice to show that it has seen some action, so to speak?
I want it to be like, to look like your grandparent would have sewn it, you
Gotcha.
know?
Alright. With a slightly different pattern, including a little pad striking of lines across the patch, it is sealed up nice and perfect. It looks wonderful.
Thank you so much, sir.
Of course, think nothing of it. Not a thing. Never think of me again, in fact. Except fondly.
Of course. On my way out, could I like sneakily like leave 3 gold pieces just like
He is watching
Like-
you like a hawk. I'm gonna have you roll me a sleight of hand check contested by his perception.
Sleight of hand to leave money.
Yes. Nat 20. He doesn't
Nat
suspect
20,
a
you don't.
thing.
He doesn't suspect a thing. He's waving and turning away. You slip however many gold coins you want to him. How many do you want to
It's
give him?
like in the coat pocket sleeve and it just like rolls out
Oh,
onto the counter.
perfect.
Like perfectly into the register.
Incredible. Alrighty. Shale, you're looking for cloaks, and you find a store called Cloak Depot.
Let's go.
Of course.
As you walk in, you have to parse through curtains, which you very quickly realize are just 2 cloaks hanging from the ceiling.
Yep.
There's cloaks on every single wall. There's cloaks hanging from the roof. There's even cloaks that are flying of their own accord across the shop. The shop itself is managed by a cloak. As you see a figure that is just pure shadow and glowing white eyes underneath a cloak. Hi, welcome
Hello.
to Cloak Depot.
Thank you. I'm here to get a cloak.
What kind of cloak do you want?
I mean, just like something that isn't this one, really. I mean, I'm not really. I mean, do you have like a catalog of cloaks or?
We have many cloaks, sir. They're all very good cloaks.
Are any of them better than the other ones?
All of them are better than the rest.
So which one's the best one, sir?
The best cloak.
Yeah, the best cloak.
He waves his hands, which are draped in cloth and covered with gloves, and he whisks a cloak into his hand that is flying around the shop. This is a cloak of refraction. The cloak itself is this bright white color with sort of like a fractaling design that reflects the light around it. Reflects any instance of radiant damage that you take and projects it into light all around you.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. How much is it?
Okay. Well, due to the rare materials that it's made out of, it's gonna be 300 gold coins.
Did you? Not like it's a big deal or anything. Did you know that I am a hero?
That was with the hero's discount, sir.
I was with the hero's discount.
It's normally 400.
You only gave me a 25% discount for saving the entire town.
I need to make
I mean, it's not a big deal, but 50% was at least was I was expecting. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I can swing that on this one. It's really hard to come by materials from the plane of light.
No, yeah, no, I completely get that. But
Uh,
would you even have this cloak if, you know?
Could I interest you in another cloak that I could give you a better discount on?
Sure. What's
How would you
just-
like this cloak of rugs?
No, give me the cloak.
He pulls up this like purplish cloak that quickly
Ah!
changes color.
Ah!
It changes color as soon as it's lifted off the ground where you were previously walking on it, and changes to a nice deep brown. This cloak allows the wearer to disguise themselves as a rug.
Writing is for cowards, especially as a rug.
Oh. Okay. Could I interest you?
I'll just take the first one. It's fine.
Are you
Take the first-
sure?
I mean, yeah, I'm an unsatisfied customer, but yes, I'll take it.
Oh, well,
I'm an unsatisfied
Uh.
hero customer, but I'll take it. It's fine.
wait. I have one last offer for you, Mr. Hero. But can you handle it?
Yeah, yes, I can handle it. Yeah.
Then I present to you the Cloak of Dynamic Power.
What is it?
As he whisks his hand as a jet black cloak with these jagged yellow lines that look like lightning bolts running down the back whisks itself into his hand.
Yeah.
This cloak gains power from speed, channeling its energy into raw, destructive power.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
I'll give you 50% off, and that'll make this 250 gold.
Hey, that's a deal. That's a deal, sir.
It is a pleasure doing business with you.
250. 250. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stack of 100. And then one. And then,
You
need some-
struggle with math?
No,
Hey, that's Carly's bit. You can't just take a bit like that.
that's Carly's IRL bit. This is my in character.
Shale has been shown to be terrible at math.
That's true. He only likes, what were the subjects?
Magnets and aberrations.
and lunch.
And lunch.
There you go.
Lunch.
Oh yeah.
All right.
250.
Thank you. Have your cloak
No
of
problem.
dynamic power. What color
Thank
would
you.
you like that in?
I thought it was black.
I can change it.
Does the stripes stay yellow?
They can be whatever color you want to, sir.
Look into my eyes and just you're the cloak person. What color do you think the cloak should be?
He looks into your eyes and you get a glimpse underneath his cloaked face, and you see that he is a teenage elf who is covered in pimples. I think your cloak should be a mix of brown and white. A brown
Sure.
cloak with white lightning.
I love it.
He shakes the cloak, and the full extent of its color turns to this very deep and kind of like heroic almost brown, like the kind that you'd see on like the cloaks of like old heroes and things like that, with a
Mhm.
white lightning lining on either side as a light accent.
Perfect.
Enjoy,
Thank you so much.
of course. The way that this cloak functions is that for every 30 feet of movement that you take in a turn, you add a d4 to your next attack.
Wonderful. This is gonna work very well.
That is to say, any movement that is not teleportation. Teleportation is the only thing that doesn't work. Any
Yeah.
other method of traversal charges this thing.
Of dynamic power.
Alrighty.
Cool.
And finally, Mira. You're trying to get some armor here. What specifically are you looking for?
I think just like basic, probably just leather armor, honestly.
Any magical effects or anything like that, or just kind of the bog standard?
No, just standard.
It's nice and easy. You don't even have to go into a shop. You see this large automated stand that is made by House Cannith that is dispensing all kinds of like perfectly made just default armors. I assume you're wanting studded leather?
Yeah.
All right, that is just going to net you 25 gold total.
Okay. Perf.
As you guys are all going about your shopping, Clancy, just as you are like congratulating yourself for sliding the coins into the man's shop without him noticing, you're immediately stopped the
sneaky.
moment you leave the building by a young woman in a red beret. Carmen Fjarlin. Excuse me, Mr. Caruso.
Yes?
I am so sorry for everything that I did to besmirch you and your friends' names. I was misled and I was tricked by Preston, who I thought was a friend of mine. It was all just a really big misunderstanding, and I really hope you're not mad at me.
It's okay. You're the reporter, right?
Yeah.
Miss Fjarland, right?
That's me.
Yeah. I did catch a bit of your program. But you know, we all make mistakes. Maybe just cite your sources next time.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to make it up to you, because you're right, I need good, authentic sources, and in all of my catch-up research that I've been doing today, just to see what I missed, it's clear that you are an honest and righteous person. You are a good person.
Thank you.
So, to make it up to you, I can research anything that you want me to. I'll dedicate my entire next few broadcasts just to investigating something for you. I can go anywhere, research anything. I have access to tons of people all across Corvair.
Oh man, really?
Yes, absolutely. I owe
okay.
you that.
Could I talk to my friends about this?
Sure. Yeah. I'll just be staying in this really trendy place. You probably haven't heard of it. It's a little store that just sells beans by the lightning round station. It's like the biggest, like most in thing here in the entire city. Everyone's raving about it.
I may have heard about it. I personally don't eat, but
right. Yeah, obviously.
No, I've been.
Yeah.
I've been though.
Okay. Well, just meet me there before you leave town, and I'll be waiting. I have some things to type up anyways.
Okay, got it. Thank you. I'll be sure to let you know.
It was lovely talking to you. Thank you. Thank you again.
Too.
And she like
No, thank you.
sprints down the street, immediately bumps into like 3 people, drops her case that she was carrying, has to pick all the contents back up again, and continues running off.
Oh boy.
She's a mess.
Well, I know someone who might want something researched.
Shale, whenever you leave the Cloak Depot, you see outside, perched on the ever-bright lanterns, which are currently unlit as it is not nighttime, you see 4 magpies.
I salute them.
They
and I
coo at
say,
you
"Thank
idly.
you." Say, we're in this together. And then I just try to find my friends.
All right. You guys meet up. Your new acquired items. Shale has a new cloak. Elle has some armor. Clancy has a nice patch.
Man, I honestly, even just 3 gold is kind of crazy to spend, like, just willy-nilly. Oh man, what a rush.
Clancy, we should go shopping for like a really cute outfit for me to wear.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. Also, while we're going, you know, Carmen Fjarland, the reporter, right? That, if you remember
Yeah, she sucks.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's actually really nice. She apologized, and she offered to, basically dedicate, her next research project to anything we wanted. So, Mira, I thought that you would probably want her to research about the Prince of Ostafar.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. She said she'll put her full attention to it. And I mean, as we've seen, she has a pretty big base right now. I mean, a lot of people know about her. She seems to have a lot of resources. I think she could really help you.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So just before we leave, we need to meet her at the bean shop.
Oh,
That's where she's staying.
okay. Well,
But this is great.
I was going to say that we should go to a library. Maybe we should still do that, but first I want an outfit.
All right, let's get you an outfit. Shale, did you get a new cloak?
Yeah.
Looks nice, man.
Watch this. Watch this. I run really fast and punch a wall.
The wall fully caves in, like full dent in the wall.
Whoa!
Oh,
Yep. Yep.
Shale, how much did that cost?
250 gold pieces.
250 gold?
you spent like all of your gold already?
That's like
No, I
more
have-
gold than I've ever seen in my life. You already spent most of it?
Guys, that's like not even like a hat. Like that's not even like a quarter of my rent. Or my dad's rent.
Mira, I need to sit down. I need to sit down right now.
Yeah.
Guys, my armor is double how much my cloak was.
Yeah, but you're not getting any more money.
What do you mean I'm not getting any more money? We're heroes. We're gonna get money by like literally the thousands.
Okay, Shale, let me put this in a way that you could probably understand. This is your monthly allowance, right?
Mhm.
This is day 1 of the month.
Yeah.
You still have a whole month to go.
And how much do you have left?
98 gold pieces.
So you spent most of it on day 1.
Yeah, you always buy the cool stuff first, and then
No.
and then eat nothing for the last couple days.
Oh.
Well, I can relate to that, but
Okay.
you know, it's fine. It's all right. You know what? It's your part of the money. You can spend it how you want. You know what? Speaking on spending how we want, let's go get you a new outfit. Come on.
Okay.
Are there any fashion shops around?
There are many. I do have a question for you here, Carly, not for Mira. Do you want to kind of hand wave this as a background thing and then kind of describe the outfit later, or do you want to fully go and piece together an outfit right
I can describe it later.
now? Okay.
I want the montage of like
That's what I was
Mira going
imagining.
into
Fully
Yeah,
like going
just
into
like-
places, like going into
Uh-huh.
changing rooms, coming out with a different outfit,
And-
and Clancy being like,
and then like we're like
Yeah,
mhm.
yes.
And she finds the right one.
You know how there's the boyfriend couch in all the dressing rooms? Shale is asleep. Shale is asleep on the boyfriend couch.
fully snoring. Oh my god.
Clancy's full attention.
After you guys have shopped for an outfit, Mira has like a whole arms full and then some of bags slung over her shoulders for the various pieces of the outfit. As you guys all go to this enormous library that takes up an entire street corner called the Scriptorium. It was previously a building used for creating some of like the religious tomes that would be used in the church, but now they kind of do that in-house, so to speak, or do it automated. So now this place has just become a giant library that's open to the public. You all find a nice cozy place to sit next to a big old fireplace. Then you get to researching. And while we're researching, we're gonna multitask here. Combining this time with all the time you spent around the city that might have been kind of montaged away, at the start of next session, I want you guys to describe to me what you're doing around the city in order to facilitate you leveling up from level 4 to level 6.
What?
Mhm.
Okay. Bet.
Oh, Kai, you spoil us.
But before we can wrap up this session, you guys gotta research. So tell me what each of you guys are looking into here in the Scriptorium, if you want to look into anything at all.
Mira, do you think that alphabetically the Prince of Ostavar would be under T for the, O for Ostavar, or P for Prince?
I'm gonna say O for Ostavar.
I thought it went by authors.
It's just the trio just fully arguing over where the hell this book would even be without even looking for it.
Well, how does the Dewey Decimal System even work? I don't.
Alrighty, so for each of you, just tell me what you're researching. We'll go one at a time, starting with Clancy. What are you looking into?
Oh, geez. Could I look into like the conflict between Braylon and Drome?
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead and roll me a history check at advantage, if you'd be so kind. Shale, you looking into
Alright.
anything?
I am looking into things.
Okay, what you got?
Okay, so first I think he's gonna start very big and then he's gonna hone in very later.
Yeah.
I think first he just wants to know about Valenar because
Okay.
that's like that's where all the questions in his life are about.
Yeah.
Then
So just like a basic
then,
Valinor history textbook, kind of?
yeah, and then go more deep into the Terranol elves, and then maybe deeper into Terranol, like they're warring elves, so maybe like some special techniques that they use. Because my dad was kicking
Yeah.
our butts without using stuff, and I
True.
think that knowing some of their special moves would be useful on a battlefield.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an insight check at advantage, please. And that can be used with intelligence or wisdom, your choice, whichever's highest. And Mira, I assume I already know the
I'm
answer,
gonna
but go
go
ahead and
with-
tell me anyways.
Yeah, I just want to look up like basic, just try to find a book on Ostavar,
Yeah,
period,
makes
because I
perfect
want to know
sense.
like before.
Go ahead and roll me a history check at advantage as well. And now, we're gonna start lore dumping. Clancy, what'd you get on history?
Kai, I know you would love to lore dump about this huge conflict.
Yeah.
However, even with advantage, I did roll a 7.
That's fine.
So Clancy goes and he accidentally takes up like one of those like kids, like a kids one that like has like little finger puppets and stuff.
yeah, absolutely. No, I love that because those dice rolls are really just determined if you find any like obscure facts that not many people know. No matter what, you're gonna get a baseline of information because it's a library. So I love the idea that Clancy's just looking through like a kid's book that's like the ABCs of Drome.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and cast Bless on all of us.
Sure,
Or,
yeah.
no, wait, that's a attack roll or saving throw. So never mind. That
Oh,
doesn't work.
darn. Yeah, you're right.
So never mind.
Unfortunate.
But could we all use
Hashtag
Bardic
not
Inspiration?
blessed.
Yeah, you guys can all burn Bardic Inspiration since you know you're gonna get a chance to rest after all this. So just
Yeah.
add
Is that a D8?
add a D8 to everything.
Perf.
Cool.
Oh wow. Okay.
A lot better.
What does that raise your thing to, Clancy? Do you get out of the children's section?
Accidentally picked up the wrong dice. So that raises it to a 13.
13
So
will
I
get you-
realize that maybe I'm not gonna get the best information with like these little finger puppet ones, and I'm like I try to take it out, but like my stony hands are a little, and then I realize, oh wait, I can still turn the rest of my body a different
Yes.
way, so I just make them smaller.
Alrighty. As you go around and kind of research Drome, you get a very basic sense first of like what Drome is like. First of all, Drome was previously technically a territory of Brayland. Before the last war, it was considered to be part of Brayland's land, but they didn't actually do anything with that fact because it was just filled with monsters and overrun and like a complete wasteland, right? Covered in sand and dust, and it was pretty much uninhabitable to anyone but monsters, so why even try, right? Until the last war, where in the midst of the battles across all of the nations, 3 hags rose up, the daughters of Sorakel. They brought order to Drome. They established a sort of dominance over the entire region that even the most barbaric of monsters seemed to respect. They loaned out monsters as mercenaries to people during the last war, but still fought against Brayland over territory. And then the war ended. And the Treaty of Thronehold was signed, and it made all of these other nations that were previously like territories into nations. But Drome wasn't included. To this day, Drome is still technically a territory of Brayland. But the daughters believe that is entirely unfounded and unfair, and so they continue to fight for Drome's independence, arguing that just because they are quote-unquote monsters does not make them any less of people. The more complicated thing that you learn is as follows. A big reason why Braylon does not just give up. Because, like, why do they care, right? Like, why do they care about keeping Drome if it's just this place filled with monsters and sand? Mining. Drome is so incredibly rich in resources underground, including resources that you can't find anywhere else in the world. And you start to put some pieces together. Your parents' home was being seized for a reason that you didn't understand, because they didn't talk about those things with you. You know, like, to them, you were still a kid, even though you are not really an aged creature. They saw you as, like, you know, they didn't want to worry their child with their nonsense. So you didn't really get what was going on, but you put the pieces together now. Mr. Smythe, the man who came to take your parents home from them, your grandparents' home, rather, he must have worked for a mining company. He wanted to take your grandparents' home because he wanted to dig into the Greywall Mountains. That has to be it. You're absolutely certain. The only thing you could find about Greywall, though, is that it's home to an incredibly rare resource known as Quickstone, which is like stone that can be manipulated almost like a liquid in certain conditions. And there's rumors of treasure being buried deep beneath the mountains. But you can't find anything concrete about that second part.
Mining for diamonds.
They have to be at the right Y level.
Yeah.
Shale. As you research Valinor, it's actually a fairly similar story. For the last war, Valinor was a territory of the nation of Sire. Though, unlike Drome, it always had an air of civilization to it with the Ternadal elves, who had been here for ages. Famed warriors from across the seas who now sought to inhabit the lands of Corvair to make a new path for themselves and their way of revering their ancestors. They are proud warriors. They are incredibly skilled with weapons that most of Corvair has never even seen before, and they used that during the last war, primarily to fight on behalf of Sire, with a sort of deal that Valinor would get its independence in exchange for sending some warriors. You're familiar with this part. This is how your father entered the war.
Mhm.
Your father, of course, then was recruited by the Braelish military later in the war and kind of turned traitor.
Mhm.
As for the Ternadal themselves, though, it's kind of hard to find a lot of very detailed information on them. Instead, you kind of more just find out they came from a different continent a long time ago. They've had some fights with people in Karnath before, for certain. And they're incredibly territorial, despite the fact their land was technically owned by a different government. To see if you find out anything else, what'd you get on that check?
21.
21. You learn a couple of small facts about the Ternadal elves. First of all, you, of course, are familiar with just like the way that they function, the way that they revere their ancestors. Each Ternadal elf chooses an ancestor to like follow in the footsteps of. But something you hadn't heard of before was the fact that not all Ternadal elves do this. There is a group of them that instead worship ancestor animals. Old druids of Ternadal that shifted into animals in order to create incredibly powerful bonded beasts that even now continue to evolve along with the Ternadal elves. That's just something you hadn't heard of before, and it's very fascinating to you. Additionally, you do find some interesting like techniques and things that are mentioned of like how they fight and ways that they approach combat that's very distinct. And most of them involve being mounted, riding atop horseback, whether that's horseback archery or using their double-bladed scimitars from atop horseback to cleave into entire armies, very much following your father's fighting style of taking on multiple opponents at the same time.
Okay.
Oh.
Mira. Ostavar. Ostavar is a terrible little island that no one likes. That is obvious from the only book on Ostavar that you can find. It is a place that is filled with petrified trees that are encased in a sort of ash from a nearby volcanic eruption. The rivers are heavily covered with this sort of bile-like liquid that flows from in the earth. No animals really live on Ostavar. It's pretty much entirely abandoned. The whole place is just kind of awful. And the book tells you nothing, because it was written presumably before the prince inhabited the island. It is very disappointing. However, what did you get on the history check?
19.
While the book on Ostavar is largely unhelpful, just describing how terrible the island is, you do find something incredibly fascinating in a nearby book. This whole section is on the geography of Lazar, and you find that there is a place very close to Ostavar, a place that's familiar to you. A set of islands known as the Three Sisters. These islands, what you find, is that they were once territories of Karnath. Until, during the last war, Karnath had a sort of infighting bit where its government was upended and turned over for some reason. And you know that this conflict was largely some kind of religious-based scuffle. After that, the Three Sisters became an independent territory. It's not even technically part of the Lazar Principalities anymore. The only reason why this sticks out to you, however, is for two things. First of all, you've met an official from Karnath way back in your time in Ostavar. You met a woman by the name of Esh Moreau, a marshal of the Karnathi military, who was investigating Ostavar to see if they still had any loyalty to a group known as the Order of the Emerald Claw. No evidence was found, and Esh Moreau left the island, and you never heard from her again. However, it's entirely possible that this infighting, this group that was ousted from the Karnathi military and from their government, was that Order of the Emerald Claw. And if they were, they are likely based upon the Three Sisters. Just some food for thought. And with that, all of you are kind of seated together at a very large table next to the fireplace. You're reading later and later into the day. The sun starts to go down, and you think it's probably time to wrap up. So the big burning question finally has to be answered. Where are you going next? Except, there's one thing you hadn't considered yet. A lump in Mira's pocket. A wad of papers. The details that Preston Pine had discovered on all of you. The strangest facts that he was able to compile, the most obscure. But you know Preston is a liar. Above all things, Preston is a liar and a cheat. So my question for the three of you is, as you are getting ready to pack your things up in this library, in the scriptorium, do you open the wad of papers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they were fake, then he would have just given them to us easier, I feel.
Fair logic. Okay. Then, for the last moment of this session, who's going first? They are all neatly labeled with the folded up newspaper clippings and excerpts from books, neatly labeled, one being Shale, one being Clancy, and one being listed as Mira.
Okay, the best way to figure out who should go first, who should go last, three-way rock, paper, scissors.
I'll
Good.
go last.
But
I like the
it
idea
would
of
be
three-way
fun.
rock, paper, scissors.
come on. Come on. Come on. All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, okay. So Mira, you get first pick.
Okay.
First pick. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you get to pick which order you go.
Do you want to go
Oh.
first, Mira?
Like
Yeah,
you
I'll
want to
go
go first? Do you want to
first.
go? All right. And then Shale and I one more round so we can figure out, who gets the second pick. All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, we tied. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, we tied. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, we tied.
Clancy,
Rock, paper, scissors,
Clancy,
shoot.
hey, Clancy,
Okay, we tied. Yes?
I think this is futile. He is returning your attack with the exact same attack. Every
How is
time.
he gonna know that I'm only gonna choose rock?
Clancy, you've done the same thing. Every time.
Maybe just like 3 more times.
Oh
Rock,
my goodness.
paper, scissors, shoot. Rock,
Shale,
paper,
just pick
scissors,
something
shoot.
else.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
This is awful.
Something's not working here.
Hey, I'm gonna go rock, okay?
Okay, got it.
No,
Wait, rock,
you
paper,
guys.
scissors, shoot.
Ugh. As they are fully locked into this, I'm just gonna have that play in the background. Mira, do you open up the papers?
Yes.
Inside, there are 3 different newspaper clippings. They seem to be in chronological order. The first says, Mysterious cluster of Medusas, abandoned Kazakh drawl.
Okay.
The second one
Hmm.
The second one reads, New kid on the block? Question mark. Learn all you can about the elusive Prince of Ostavar. And then finally, the third headline reads as follows. And this one is from 3 days ago. Who is this young firebrand? Find out exactly who the Firebird of Ostavar really is. And there, circled with a red marking upon the newspaper, is a picture, unmistakably, of Sophiri, the
Nice,
heartbeat
you took your spot.
who is trapped with you, back on
Took
the
your
island.
spot, dude.
Shale and Clancy.
Rock, paper,
Paper,
scissors, shoot.
Clancy, please.
Okay, fine. I'll let you in, Shale. You win. Do you want to go next or do you want to go last?
Are you kidding me? You never surrender from a fight.
God.
Ever.
All right, just for you, Shale. All right, ready?
Okay,
All right.
yeah.
Rock,
Rock,
paper,
Paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh no! Mira, I won! Oh, sorry.
This is the greatest victory you've ever achieved, Clancy. I have never
so
been more
much.
proud of you than I am right now.
Thank you, thank you.
Can we please read the paper?
Yeah, sure.
Please?
I'll go last.
Nice job, Nancy. Nice job.
No!
Shale, you have a wad of papers thrust into your hands. Would you like to open them up? Inside of your bundles of papers are 2 newspaper headlines, including the attached articles, and what looks like an excerpt from a random book. The newspaper headline reads as follows. Traitor to sire. Who is Braylon's new general?
Mm-hmm.
With, of course, a picture of your father fully slicing the head off of a Karnathi general in the middle of a war. Like, it looks like this was a thing recorded by an artificer in the midst of battle. This is a full article, like, detailing your father's leave from Valenar and how he abandoned the military of Sire for the military of Braylon. And there's a single interview in this article that sticks out to you. One that says that he left in sorrow. And that is like a direct quote taken from someone in Pilus Miradal, which is a town in Valenar.
Hmm.
Your father's never talked to you of any kind of sorrow, so you have no idea
Or
what that
about
would
it
mean.
that much.
The second thing in this stack of papers is really confusing. It seems to make no sense to you. You have no reason why it would be here. This is the excerpt of just like the paper. It's not like it's a thing from a textbook. It's not a headline like the others. This is a book about necromancy. And about how Karnath specifically has like a tendency to raise soldiers in the midst of battle. And the page that you specifically find is one that details what is like the bare limit of what they can resurrect. Like how much of a body needs to be intact for it to be able to be resurrected.
What the heck? Okay.
There's no notes on this one. There's nothing written in the margins. There's nothing here to help you with what the hell Preston was thinking putting this in with the rest of your stuff.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
The very final thing that you see in this stack is a headline from a local paper in Valenar. You have no idea how Preston got this in such a short span of time, because it's likely that there weren't even many of these produced, as it looks like it's a like local town's paper from a small town in Valenar.
Yeah.
Construction delays? Blame the birds. The whole headline, or the whole article rather, is describing how House Lyrindar, one of the dragon-marked houses, is attempting to build some kind of very large structure in a random remote part of Valenar. But any time that they try and actually build anything there, their workers are bombarded by birds from all angles, scratched to high heaven, and they cannot get any work done. They've tried hunting the birds, but there's just always more. They've tried scaring them off, but they do not leave. They have tried everything, and they cannot build this structure. It looks like they're trying to build like a airship construction facility. Not a single lick of progress has been made. And it's just this random place in Valenar.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Okay.
And then finally, Clancy. You have a stack of papers. Do you want to pop them open?
Yeah.
You can't help but be disappointed. You have one less than the other two.
Oh man. Oh well.
Inside are just newspaper clippings. No weird things like shales. It's both just, articles. The first article reads as follows, and I want to stress something about this before I describe it. This is essentially a drafted newspaper. This is something that was never aired. So this was submitted and then never copied and never shown to the public. So someone didn't want this headline going out. The headline reads as follows. The Secrets of Greywall. Why does Brayland care so much? The entire article breaks down the fact that pretty much every single conflict that has been waged between Brayland and Drome is over the Greywall Mountains, this large stretch of mountainous territory that separates the two nations. Or nations in air quotes. However, the only actual resource that is within the Greywall Mountains is something called Quickstone, something that Brayland already has legal access to, yet they continue to push back against Drome having their own status as a nation. The article goes on to say that the Greywall Mountains are a sort of catalyst, that they want to use the Greywall Mountains for something beyond mining. They just don't know what. This article was never published. Someone did not want this getting out. But what you can fully take away is that the mining operations going on in the Greywall Mountains are a front for something else. The second article that you find in your bundle here is very simple. Very simple compared to all the other ones. Warforged uprising on the horizon. Why do so many Warforged resent the nations that built them? Nothing is too significant in this article. The only thing that's written multiple times, or rather highlighted multiple times, is something written as specialized agents. Multiple times in this article, something called specialized agents of Warforged are mentioned and then highlighted by Preston. Warforged that towards the end of the war were made for very specific purposes, as in singular missions, highly specialized to do one task and one task only. This is mentioned by the article under the guise of they are using these rare and specific talents to cause mayhem as a form of rebellion against the nations. Though clearly the person writing the article doesn't get why they would want to do so. Like, it's very, like, conceited, like, why would they want to rebel against us? We're giving them jobs entirely.
Yeah, written bad faith.
Yeah, exactly. But they keep calling out these specialized units having abilities that no other Warforged do.
You guys think I'm a special agent?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh man, that'd be sick.
Now, armed with a lot of strange information, we are once again brought back to the final question of your final day here in Flamekeep. Where to next?
Well, geologically, Lord of Blades is definitely first, but Mira, I don't think can survive the the Mournlands, so we're gonna have to get her something to breathe.
Yeah, and maybe we just get 2 of whatever that is, you know. Just in
No,
case.
I'm fine. I breathe through my ancestors.
Maybe
That's
just in
not
case.
how breathing
you know?
works.
That's how my breathing works. I breathe through the lungs of my ancestors. I
You
have like
your own
Wait,
lungs, Chael.
Jail.
I-
How are the ancestors gonna breathe?
I have. What are you saying right now?
Mourning could also affect your ancestors, right?
Obviously, the morning does not affect spirits that I know of. But no, I have like an iron immune system. I've never gotten sick in my life.
This is different. It's really different.
Dude,
Well, you might
I'm not-
die. We're getting
I'm-
you some.
I
elective
will
gear.
not die. Fine.
Right.
But not my money.
Alright. Is your course then set firmly for the Mournland, the fallen nation of Sire?
Yep.
Rob.
Because we also need to
Alright.
give Carmen time to research
True enough.
more.
Alrighty. In that case, we'll have to catch up with them on the next session of Eberron Rock Opera.
Yeah.
We will see you guys next Friday, where we will be kicking off our kind of new arc, and we might have some new surprises for you in store then, so stay tuned. We'll see you guys next Friday. Bye-bye. We love you.
Bye bye.
A passable first creation. Though I wish that my carver had captured more of the fear in your eyes, actor. Oh, Preston. So determined to have a legacy, and now reduced to nothing but. You will be the first of many legacies trapped in stone.
Hey there, dreamers! We made it through Act 1 of our first ever D&D campaign, our first ever campaign of any kind, of which I hope there will be many more to come. And that is only thanks to you guys supporting us this far. I am already so proud of what we've made, both as just the party and what you guys have been supporting us on, all the stupid clips that you see up on our Instagram and things like that. Check that out if you haven't. But I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that you made it this far. I'm grateful that you're seeing me here talking about this now because that feels so surreal. So, I don't have too much to say here. No crazy announcements or anything. Just there might be a little bit of a delay before we start Act 2, but there'll be a recap video going up soon so that we can maybe get more people interested in what's coming up. But I guess just keep a lookout. The only hint that I'll give you towards the start of the next arc, crabs. Okay, I think that's good enough. Bye-bye, dreamers. Love you. Thank you so much for supporting us this far. Goodbye.